In this video, we build some storage shelves for the shipping container and finally bring home that travel trailer. In the last video, we took delivery of a shipping container, but that's just an empty box. To make the most of that space, I needed some shelves. So I grabbed a bunch of 2x4s and 1/2-inch plywood from Lowe's and went to work. Also, let me just say how happy I am that the nearest big box hardware store is Lowe's instead of Home Depot. And thank goodness the price of lumber is low right now. A few years ago, this would have cost twice as much. Anyway, this series isn't about woodworking, so I'm not going to get into the design or show each step on how I built these. Maybe I'll do that in a future video. But for now, I'll just give you a quick montage and then we can move on. And that's how I build things, all about function over form. I built 2 identical units like this and put them on the back right side of the container to try to keep the heaviest loads on that side and prevent the front left from sinking back down. Okay, enough of this voiceover stuff, let's switch to live mode. Alright guys, today is the day finally going to get an RV out here. So it's been a few weeks since I've done an update on the status of everything. So here we are in this middle clearing here on my property, my homestead. As you can see, it hasn't rained in a bit, so that's good. The rains delayed getting an RV in here, but now it's dried out really well. And right before I went on vacation, did a couple things, but before that I was able to get this RV pad set up right here. So this is laser flat, used a laser level to flatten this thing out, packed it down really well, measured it. It's 32 feet long and probably twice as wide as it really needs to be, but the idea is, just like you saw in the video with the shipping container, the RV will come in this way through the adjoining property, and then I'll go this way, and then I'll have to back it into this pad. I would have liked to do a pull through, but my property's not very wide and I didn't want to cut down a bunch of extra trees and stuff. So this is the best that we can do. I am a complete amateur on backing in trailers and stuff like that, so this will be an adventure. But one way or another, we're getting that RV out here on the property today, and I'll try to take some video of it, but obviously I don't have any help out here, so it's just me. So I'll set up the tripod and get as much footage as I can, but heaven only knows how well it'll turn out. But the RV will sit right there. As you can see, it's pretty well shaded throughout most of the day. It'll get partial sunlight through the middle part of the day, but the morning, evening, and even during the middle of the day, it's still partially shaded. So it's the best I can do. I do also plan, possibly in the future, to put some sort of a covering over top of it, whether that's a big old thing of shade fabric or a metal roof, something. I'll put something over top of it to protect it from hail and also just keep it out of the direct sunlight to help on air conditioning and stuff. But anyways, as you can see, there's the shipping container. I've got this thing pretty well full. I'm probably 2/3 done moving my crap out of my old house. Sorry, I know that's going to be bad footage of me walking, but this is the best I can do. I don't have a gimbal or any of those rigs that will absorb the motion. But anyways, you can see I'm still, you know, organizing and putting things away, but I built those two shelves, and I left myself enough room to build one more right here. Excuse me. So I'll work on that over time, get that in. Okay, back to voiceover mode. I picked up the travel trailer from the consignment lot where I purchased it and headed to the homestead. I've never towed something that heavy before, so that was a white knuckle experience for sure. But we made it safe. Okay, no one's going to be impressed with my backing up skills or driving skills here, so we'll speed through this footage. I did end up scraping the top of the trailer on a branch a little bit right here, and it gouged out a couple small pieces of sealant that I'll need to repair. Yeah, not my best moment. I definitely underestimated how tall these things are. And after at least 10 attempts at backing it into place and using the chainsaw to remove a few more branches, I got it into place. With the trailer in its place, I unhitched it, which was fun because the release mechanism would not release the ball on the hitch. But I got that figured out and then leveled everything. Okay, well that sucked, but we got it in. Got it level. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's gonna zoom in, but or focus, I mean. But it's level left to right and front to back now, so it's in its home. Got some wheel chocks in here, so it's not going anywhere. Got enough space all the way around to be able to walk all the way around it. I am gonna have to trim some branches and stuff to be able to deploy the awning, but that's secondary. This branch will also have to probably be trimmed. Anyway, that's its final resting place for now. So it's been close to 4-month journey to get to this point. Within the next week and a half, I should be completely moved in here and ready to be full-timing on my homestead. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for one final wrap-up video in this series before we move on to other things.